Split portals, the one thing that has objectively changed everything about Minecraft. From EOL farms, to creeper farms, to any farm pretty much. They all can use, and probably do use, split portals. As for Bedrock Edition, they've gone on through a few changes. At one point you could just straight up get a nether portal tile, whereas now you have to do some quirky stuff with powdered snow to get split portals. Now, they don't work like they used to. They don't connect to portals, and it's very confusing on how they work. So, my video here today is to hopefully solve everybody's confusion with it, because I've been learning about it, and in some cases it can be very, very, very broken. So, let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with the basics. Here, you have your normal portal. Here is a split portal. We use powdered snow to actually split the portal. If you don't know how to split them with powdered snow, I recommend you watch this video here. It explains pretty much everything. Now, unlike split portals in the past, this portal will not link to the other side of the nether for this portal. Just like any of these will not link to that portal. Now, this has confused people because they don't know how to make this work with farms. So let me show you the rules these have. Okay, so I'm going to just go through the nether for a minute so you can see everything. In the nether, I have an identical copy, pretty much, of the overworld. Well, in terms of what's necessary anyway. So, back in the overworld, I have a split portal here that is exactly 5 blocks away from that portal. Now that's 5 blocks away from this obsidian to this portal block. So if I go through here, you'll notice something quite interesting. I don't spawn in that portal. I spawn here 100% of the time. It just so happens that this is 5 blocks away from that portal. See where I'm going with this? Let's continue anyway. So, this portal is 16 blocks away from that original portal. So if I go through this one, you'll notice, oh, would you look at that? I'm exactly 16 blocks away from that portal. So, pretty much, the distance is exactly the same on the overworld and the nether side. If you have a split portal 20 blocks away, you will be 20 blocks away from the portal. This can get very broken. I will show you this later. But there's one more thing I want to show you. So you may be asking, okay, that's all cool. What happens if I have a portal way over here? Where will it link? Well, this is where it gets very confusing. If I go through this portal, you'll notice that, I spawn exactly here again. Now, I'm not entirely sure the reason for that. You know, you should spawn here, but you don't. Now, the only conclusion I've came to at the minute is it's directional. So, it depends on which way the portal is facing. If I was to spin this portal this way, then we would spawn the equivalent distance just that way instead. Now, that's pretty much all you need to know about how they work. But let me show you how this gets very broken very quickly. So, here I have a portal right in the middle of a Sim 6 distance. As you'll see, it's just loading now. So yeah, I have that portal, the original portal, in the middle of a Sim 6 distance. So, if I come over here, you'll notice I have a split portal. I think the clever ones will know exactly where I'm coming with this. Now this is directly on the edge of a Sim 6 distance, which means we are just barely loading that portal over there. So, if I go through this portal, you'll notice I spawn exactly here, right on the edge of a Sim 6 distance away from that portal. Now the reason this can get very broken very quickly is because if you go through this portal now, you will notice my coordinates have changed rather dramatically. Now, just to show you exactly how fast this is, I'm going to do that whole run again. But I'm going to do it the most optimized way I possibly can. So, I'll go through the overworld. And I will fly over to this portal over here. Right. Now, I am going to set a timer right now. And what it's doing is it's going to time how long it takes me to travel that insane distance. Just like that. That was no time at all. And you can obviously expand this. If you were to make this a split portal but have your main portal way over there and go through it, you would be that distance away from this portal. Pretty much, it can get insane very quickly. Now, why is this useful? Because I've been asked this a lot after my research with it on how it's even useful. Well, you'll see that mainly next video, because FTSR starts to use split portals for very long distance requesting. But I'm not going to get too much into that right now. Pretty much, the way this can be useful is you can know exactly where one portal is going to link, and how to actually contain everything. If it's coming out of a farm, you know where all the mobs are. But I made this video just to hopefully direct people on how it all works. So, as I mentioned, next video is probably going to be, well, not probably, it will be FTSR related. And yeah, I'll see you then. We have some big upgrades for FTSR. Some rather big upgrades, and some, well, pretty much very useful ones. So I'll see you then. Bye bye. I also want to say thank you for the support on my last video. It has grown my channel significantly. And at the time of recording, it's my most viewed non-short video. So, thank you. I very much appreciate it. I have replied to every single comment on that video. But people asking questions about it, and just people genuinely loving it. It's nice to see people like my videos. I mean, I spent weeks on that video. So yeah, thank you.